After watching hours of film, making a really bad March Madness bracket, and literally questioning every single decision I've made, it is finally time to reveal my top 50 players in the 2022 NBA Draft. While this video serves as just a brief rundown of my top 50 players, I will be releasing a full-length draft guide on my Twitter account at BobbyDouglas21 the morning of the draft, so that's Thursday. This guide will feature over 70 pages of in-depth scouting notes for all of my top 50 prospects, including stats, tiers, and suggested film watching. So I highly recommend that you check that out once it drops. And remember, you're going to want to follow me at BobbyDouglas21 on Twitter, so make sure you don't miss that release. So with that said, here is a brief rundown of my top 50 players in this year's class. Number 1, Chet Holmgren, a generationally gifted shot blocker with the ball skills of a wing. Number 2, Jaden Ivey, an athletic and quick advantage creator with legitimate all-star upside. Number 3, Paolo Banchero, a forward with elite playmaking skills and some isolation wing scoring potential down the line. Number 4, Jabari Smith Jr., a 6'10 forward with an absolutely unguardable jump shot. Number 5, Malachi Branham, a smooth and fluid off-ball guard who projects as a 3-level scorer in the NBA. Number 6, Keegan Murray, a 6'8 volume scorer with legitimate movement shooting potential. Number 7, Shaedon Sharpe, the mystery man of the 2022 draft, whose athleticism and self-creation skills give him a chance to be one of the draft's best players. Number 8, Jeremy Sochan, a versatile big wing who legitimately can guard 1 through 5 in the NBA. Number 9, Benedict Mathurin, a volume-oriented 3-level scoring wing who could really stick as the third starter on a good team. Number 10, Johnny Davis, a strong and solid two-way off-ball guard who can lock up the opponent's best perimeter player while also offering some self-created offense. Number 11, AJ Griffin, one of the best shooters in this year's class whose flashes of high school athleticism could indicate stardom in his future. Number 12, Dalen Terry, an energetic wing who defends, passes, and rebounds at a high level. He's a super versatile glue guy who will stay in the NBA for a long time. Number 13, Dyson Daniels, a 6'6 guard whose defensive aptitude and off-ball feel for the game makes him a solid fit in any NBA lineup. Number 14, Jalen Williams, a 6'6 swingman who's one of the best pick-and-roll creators in the class. Number 15, Jalen Duren, a 6'11 center who plays with the force of a small truck and the catch radius of Odell Beckham Jr. Number 16, Blake Wesley, a high-upside player who can get into the lane whenever he wants while also offering some 3-level scoring creation if his shot starts to fall. Number 17, Ousmane Dieng, a smooth 6'10 forward with legitimate ball skills and fluidity. Number 18, Jaden Hardy, a microwave scorer with underrated athleticism and advanced shot creation skills. Number 19, Ty Washington Jr., a high IQ player who can play either the 1 or the 2 in the NBA. Number 20, Wendell Moore Jr., a do-everything wing as he can defend, score, shoot, pass, and fit into any lineup. Number 21, Mark Williams, a 7-foot center with a 9'9" standing reach who blocks shots, catches lobs, and creates extra possessions for your team. Number 22, Ochai Agbaji, a strong and athletic player with a nice shooting stroke and solid defensive instincts. Number 23, Tari Eason, a 6'8 forward who's a capable transition playmaker while also bringing one of the best defensive acumens in the class. Number 24, Keon Ellis, a 3-and-D guy who knows his role and won't make mistakes. At number 25, Caleb Houston, a 6'8 wing who offers shooting and high feel for the game. Number 26, Peyton Watson, a 6'8 forward who at UCLA didn't play a lot but showed flashes of real defensive disruptiveness that I think is worth betting on in the first round. At 27, EJ Liddell, a combo forward with underrated athleticism, high feel, and elite defensive instincts. At 28, Christian Koloko, a long, rangy center who can erase shots at the rim and catch lobs for easy dunks. At 29, Kennedy Chandler, a 6-foot energy guard who can knock down threes and create opportunities for teammates. At 30, Max Christie, a fluid wing who's a capable shooter and also has untapped potential as a secondary ball handler. At 31, Jake LaRavia, a high-field wing who at 6'9 can shoot the ball efficiently while also being a very solid play connector. At 32, MarJon Beauchamp, an athletic 6'7 wing who hustles, rebounds, and defends at a high level. At 33, Christian Braun, a ferocious competitor who does a little bit of everything, but will be mainly used in the NBA for his shooting and on-ball defense. At 34, Kendall Brown, a high-flying, slashing wing who excels as a cutter and has potential as a passer. At 35, Justin Lewis, a 6'7", 235-pound forward who can space the floor with his three-point shooting while being a switchable piece on defense as well. At 36, Andrew Nembhard, a smart passer who is awesome in pick and roll and can shoot the three at a high rate. At 37, Nikola Jovic, a confident 6'10" forward with a reliable outside shot and legitimate ball skills. At 38, JD Davison, an explosive athlete who needs to improve as a shooter, but has high upside as a slashing guard. At 39, Walker Kessler, the best shot blocker in NCAA this past season, but needs to show he can guard in space if he wants to carve out a legitimate NBA role. Number 40, Ryan Rollins, an unreal ball handler who has amazing shake, but needs to be able to shoot the three better while also working on his defensive fundamentals. At 41, Trevor Keels, a 6'4" truck who plays with a lot of power and momentum. He can make plays for others, but he needs to show that he can stay in front of guards and shoot the three more reliably. At 42, Moussa Diabate, a 6'11" forward who has great activity and the versatility to be a very high-level defender, if he gets more seasoned. At 43, Josh Minott, a slashing wing who has offensive limitations but enough defensive upside to foresee an NBA role. At 44, Bryce McGowens, a fluid 6'7" shot creator who needs to be more efficient but has all the tools you're looking for. At 45, Darion Seabrook, a rangy player who can get to the rim at will, but he needs to show he's a positive shooter and defender if he wants legitimate NBA minutes. At 46, Ron Harper Jr., a tough shot maker who can thrive in a catch-and-shoot role. At 47, Ziga Samar, a crafty guard with legitimate size who shot 47% from three this year. At 48, Bryson Williams, an old player who's been in college for 6 years, but he's smart and has high feel and skill where he could carve out a rotational role as a stretch four. At 49, John Butler, a 7'1", 190-pound center who shot nearly 40% from three and blocked one shot a game. He needs to put on weight and look more fluid in on-ball situations defensively if he wants to stick in the NBA. And finally, at 50, Patrick Baldwin Jr., a former top 10 recruit nationally who had a disappointing year plagued by injury, but still offers legitimate upside as a 6'9" shooter with decent fluidity. And that is the rundown of my top 50 prospects in the 2022 NBA Draft. Remember, my full draft guide, which is over 70 pages long, is going to be dropping Thursday, so stay on the lookout for that. You'll be able to find that on Twitter at BobbyDouglas21. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you agree or disagree with any of the selections made. Have an enjoyable draft.